Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday to show you a fun new project. I just heard my iPad go off, so, you know what? My volume is up. Hold on, I have to turn my volume down. I am just going to make sure we are good to go, and it is being a stinker with me, so just bear with me for 1 second. Okay, I think it's on here. Okay, good evening. I'm so sorry I'm a few minutes late. I actually had an emergency. It wasn't like a tragic emergency. Literally 5 minutes before 7 when I was supposed to go live. One of my customers, Rhonda, sent me a text, and she got an ink pad to finish up her Christmas cards. The ink pad was completely empty. No ink, no sponge, nothing. So I knew Stampin' Up! Demonstrator support was open until 7. So I quickly called them, got that taken care of. And so I do apologize. I am a couple minutes late. But in all of my years, I have never, ever seen that. So it was crazy that it happened to her. And I feel terrible because she's trying to finish her Christmas cards and is stuck. So after the live, I might actually just drive mine over to her so she can finish her Christmas cards. But so, yes, that's what happened. So sorry I'm late. Good evening, Marie, Susan, Valerie. Hello. Okay, we can calm down a little bit. The live is working. It's on my iPad, and everyone's good. Okay, so today's card is one using a brand new bundle out of the new mini catalog that's coming out that goes live January 4th. So I did get my Christmas cards in the mail yesterday. Come high hell water. I don't know if I can say that on Facebook Live. I got them out. So I am now starting to work on getting all of the catalogs out to everybody. So cross my fingers, I can have them out by Monday. It is quite a tackle, but cross my fingers that I can get it done by Monday. So everybody should have their catalogs so they can glance through while over the holiday break. Okay, so that is what we're going to be doing today. It is called, It's called Rainbow of Happiness. So I'm going to flip you down so we can get started. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome. If you're just logging on, say hi so I know you're here. Okay, so here is the die set, and this is the stamp set. I actually haven't even opened the dies yet because I didn't use them on this card, hence why they're not opened. So I thought I would be fun and open it with you guys. So I actually don't even really know what they look like. Okay, so here are the dies. Oh, look how cool that is. You get great big ones, so you can do a full card. This tape is like Fort Knox getting off. So you could do a total rainbow on the side of your card. That is actually gorgeous. And then you have the mini one that coordinates with the stamp sets. So look how fun this is. You have the little clouds and look how cute the tag is. You can make a little tag out of that. And then the borders, super fun. I'm actually glad I opened that. So that is the dies, and this is the fun stamp set. So it has a little tiny thank you, and then it says, "You make me happy, you make this world a better place, sending you rainbow of happiness, a little something to brighten your day." Don't we all need that? I think all of us need a little something to brighten your day. And then for celebration, they have a pack of coordinating 6x6 designer series paper. So all of the colors that are in the card base or the card pack are on the back, so you know what color cardstocks that you need. But this is the designer series paper pack. There's a few sheets missing because I actually have used quite a bit of this as well. Look how fun those stripes are. And there's actually polka dots too that I thought were super duper fun. Oh, there's rainbows, and I bet that die would match that too. Okay, I know there's polka dots because I saw them. I was going to use the polka dots on the cards that we're doing today. Oh, there they are. But I decided not to. But look how fun those polka dots are. Okay, so it is a super duper fun, huge bundle that comes with the designer series paper, the stamp set, the dies. Well, the designer series paper is the celebration set. Okay, so let me bring in the card we're going to be making today. So I know it's a little bright, but it is in Mango Melody. And Mango Melody is one of the colors in the designer series paper. And I actually cut my designer series paper just enough so I had enough to do an envelope. So this is what we're going to be making today. And we're going to do them in 2 different colors and 1 pattern. I picked 1 pattern because I loved it. And you could do this with all the patterns though. So I did put the dimensions up before we went live, but this is a piece of basic white and it's 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a layering cardstock. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And this piece I put on the description. It could be any color. I just chose the basic white, but literally grab a scrap and just make sure it's 3/4 by 5. And then we have our designer series paper. And these are 2.5 by 3 1/4. And then a scrap piece, and that's 1/4 inch by 3 3/4. And then we have our 2 pieces for our sentiment. Now, depending on how you use the rainbows, if you use the great big arch, you're going to need a bigger piece of your basic whites. I'm using the 3 smaller rainbows, so this fits the 3 smaller, but it won't fit the great big one. Hopefully that makes sense. But this one is 3 inch by 2 1/4, and that's 3 3/4 by 2. Okay, lots of measurements. I'm so sorry. If you didn't write them down, it's totally okay. It is in the description. So we're going to start with these 3 pieces. Your designer series paper and your piece of scrap. You're going to grab some Tombow. And you could use either side of these. So I guess I probably should have said this piece is actually the same side that I flipped over. The one we're doing now, I am actually doing 2 different designer series paper because I wanted the Misty Moonlight with the stripes. So you could use 1 piece or 2 like I am doing. We're just gluing this to our scrap piece just so we can make sure it's even. That's the only reason why you have this extra scrap piece. I can't pick it up. There we go. And if it hangs over, it's totally okay. You're not going to see it. And you won't see the seam because our little tiny piece is going to go right here to cover up the seam. It's a super easy and quick card to put together. And it's showcasing the beautiful designer series paper. I think I'm on a kick lately on letting the designer series paper do the talking. I don't know why I am just all about our designer series paper. I think it's great that Stampin' Up! Actually comes out with stuff that doesn't take us a lot to do to put it together and make it absolutely stunning. Because look how gorgeous that is. Just with designer series paper and some matching cardstock. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to fold my card base. I'm going to attach this and then we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I really haven't played with this set too much. This is actually my first time getting it out and playing with it. So I decided I wanted to kind of do something a little bit different. Oops, I turned my light out with my finger. It's a touch light and I hit it. So these pieces right here that has the sentiment on it or it has the little dashes, they would be instead of part of the rainbow. So you would use this instead of this piece and you would use this instead of that piece. So hopefully I'm totally not confusing everybody. So we're going to take this Mango Melody strip out and I'm going to put a saying there. So I'm going to ink this one up. I'm sorry, I think my children are blowing up my phone. Let me turn it on vibrates. Yes, they totally are. Okay, so I'm going to grab Magenta Madness and I'm going to ink up this saying and it says, sending you a rainbow of happiness. So I'm going to come up here And I'm going to stamp it towards the top. And remember, there's two sides to your design or to your card base. So if you mess up, you can always flip it over. Okay, so sending you a rainbow of happiness. And now I am going to bring in, let's bring in Misty Moonlights. Let's do this one in Misty Moonlights. This is actually the color my friend Rhonda was trying to use, and literally there was no pad or ink or anything. Literally was totally flabbergasted. I have never in all my years have seen that. And actually the lady I was talking to on the phone, she had never seen it either. So I emailed her the pictures before I told her what happened, just because I knew she would think I was crazy. Okay, so now let's do Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to do this last one in Granny Apple Green. But look how fun you can do these. Any color you want. And they line up pretty well together. Like, I really didn't do a whole lot of lining up. But then I got thinking, I kind of want this to be a birthday card, but there wasn't any birthday sentiments in that set. So I brought in Timeless Tulips, and it was a super tiny happy birthday. So I thought happy birthday would actually be super cute on this as well. So I'm going to bring in the Magenta Madness again. Ink up the happy birthday. I'm actually going to flip this over just to make sure I'm going to stamp this right. I would stamp it on a scrap piece of paper just to make sure it comes out right. And it looks pretty good. So I'm going to come down here and try to stamp happy birthday at the bottom. Oh, that actually wasn't too shabby. I think it turned out pretty cute. So sending you a rainbow of happiness. Happy birthday. Now we're just going to glue this down. There we go. Perfect. Let's flip this over and grab some dimensionals. And like we did last Tuesday, we are going to use some black dimensionals because all of my stuff is still in the house. I think my husband's about ready to push me off the roof because I keep bringing more stuff in so I can sit at the table with a heating pad on and not be in the chairs out here. But it's okay. Nobody's ever going to know. And I'm going to put this right in the middle. Look at how super duper cute this is. So I think I'm going to do the striped ribbon, or the striped ribbon, the striped designer series paper on the back of my envelope. Tuck that up to the edge. There we go. Give that a good press. Flip it over. We're going to trim that off. And I do like to use just over-the-counter school scissors. Usually when school season's in, or like the end of August, after school season's session is started, I usually go buy the scissors for 25, 50 cents, and I usually buy 15 or 20 of them and then change them out every year. I just like those instead of using my good scissors when I'm using glue. There we go. Look at how stinking cute and easy that card is. I think every card is stinking cute. I need to probably find a different word, but super fun and super easy. Okay, we have one more to do, and then I will bring them all in. I won't go over all of the measurements again, but this one I did the base in Granny Apple Green instead of the Misty Magenta Madness. So I'm just going to fold that, set that aside, and let's actually stamp first. So I'm going to bring in my little piece, and I want to start with Granny Apple Green, I think. So I have Granny Apple Green. Ink that up really well. Stamp. There we go. Perfect. And then I am going to do, I might use that again. I'm going to do the little zigzag and Mango Melody. And I just re-inked this, so hopefully it's not a hot mess. So I'm going to do this one right in the center. Perfect. And our last one, let's do Pool Party. I'm just going to clean this off. I have my scrubber right beside me. Clean that off, and we're going to ink it up in Pool Party. Oh, that's the wrong size. I needed this size. Let me clean this off. And we're going to do Pool Party right there. There we go. And then I think, oh, I'm glad I left the Granny Apple Green open because I brought in the little tiny thank you. So I'm going to ink that up and put thank you in the center. There we go. And they also have these little tiny hearts and the raindrops and these little doodad little dots. I think I'm going to pull out the hearts and put a couple hearts on there because thank you always works better when you have hearts attached. Oh, and the hearts, we're going to do that in the magenta. Yes, we definitely need some pink hearts. Just make sure you get them going the right direction. And we're going to put some hearts on the side. And while I have the hearts out, I might bring in an envelope and put a couple hearts down at the bottom. And I'm still going to do the back of the envelope as well. So now that totally matches the front and the back. Okay, so now all we have to do is glue this bad boy together. Here we go. Perfect. We're almost done. And you could get 2 cards that using these dimensions out of each sheet of your paper. You would only get 1 envelope. But if you did, like I did, I used 2 different sheets, you could get 4 plus your 2 envelopes. So there's always a way to wiggle it around to make it work. There we go. Put this on. Let's flip this over and put a few dimensionals on here. I'm going to close the ink pad so I don't wear it. Put one in the center. Okay. Perfect. So which one's your favorite color? Do you like the Granny Apple Green, the Magenta Madness, or the Mango Melody? I'll pull all 3 of them in a second. Okay, this actually might be my newest favorite sets. It is super cute and totally different and unique. Now all I have left to do is grab my envelope and then my piece. And it is going to be sideways, which I'm not going to worry about it. I still think it's super cute. But you could use the other side that's a solid image, but I wanted it to match the card. So I am just going ahead and let the rainbows be sideways. It doesn't bother me. And I don't think the recipient's going to be bothered either. Oops. I can't cut today. There we go. So here are your cards for tonight. So you have one in Granny Apple Green, We have this one in Mango Melody. I'm forgetting all of my colors. And then we have this one that we did in Magenta Madness. So which one is your guys' favorite color? Pink is always my favorite color, so I will probably always gravitate towards Magenta Madness. But I do love the green, the Granny Apple Green, and the Mango Melody. I think they all just pop. It's such a fun, cheery set. So hopefully you guys liked it. And I do apologize that I was late, a little bit late, but thank you for bearing with me. And if you guys need anything, please feel free to reach out. I did see that Rhonda did say I didn't have to drive over there tonight, but I will definitely text her to let her know that I am willing to drive it over to her tonight. But I am seeing her in the morning anyways. So we will talk to you guys later. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. And we'll see everybody on Tuesday. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.